Alright, here's the console we got. It's a tan to match the interior. Came out of a Tahoe. And we got a glove box trim here that we painted close to match. It was dark gray. We'll have to get the correct paint at some point and get it to match better. But here's the MGW style shifter. Got the black Hurst knob for now. Got the boot installed in the cup holder ready to go. Got kind of light gray tan stitching. Console bracket to mount to the dash. Front piece there. And inside the console you can see you have to trim this out quite a bit. We just trimmed up to here, that's close enough, and then made enough room for the shifter to work in there. You have to trim one tab off of this piece here to let the cup holder go in. So this truck is going to get carpet and some leather seats, new upholstery at some point, but for now we're going to clean up this vinyl floor. I can see how disgusting that is, and we can start installing the remote shifter. We got the stock glove box piece out, and I like to drill these rivets out and keep the stock glove box and just replace the trim, keep the VIN number and RPO codes in there so you have your stock glove box. Alright, we got the glove box trim on. We got this bracket for the console on. The first thing you do with the shifter is thread this all the way on. Okay, so you thread the front bracket on all the way. Just leave it loose for now, and then assemble the shifter. You don't have to put nuts on these yet. Just have it all together, and then have the bracket in. We're going to measure off that and off the door over there. So you measure off the bracket here to the shift knob. You're going to go right about 11 to 11 and a half, or 11 and a quarter, about there. And measure from under that lock mechanism right there, and then to the middle of the knob. You're going to get about 35 inches. Because this can move like this yet, so set it in place in there and measure those two measurements. Should be good to go. Once you get it setting where the measurements are right, and you're going to make a mark around here, around this side, 3 sides like this, 3 sides of the marker. Make sure you're in neutral before you get the measurements, and then we're just going to mark here, around here like this. So we got that cut away, and then this fits in here pretty tight now. I know I have to leave it to the side, and then it doesn't move much, so now I can screw it down. Now we got it bolted down with the self-tappers. Now I'm going to assemble the shifter again. Make sure you leave this small washer on here and then put that on there, and the big washer on the outside. I already got it all assembled. Just make sure you decide how tight you want these so you can feel it. Go all the way tight, it won't move anymore. So just mess with them a little bit back and forth. If you like it a little looser, that'll change that. And then this washer I supply with this, but if you want to have the cotter pin in there, you can't have the washer because it doesn't reach, but either way it should be fine. It's working now. Make sure you have some grease on the bolts where they spin in there, and then on the faces where the metal touches each other. After you got it all assembled and everything, you can go back and tighten the jam nut on the bottom of the bracket there, the factory jam nut. Get the boot all connected. It's pretty good. I was able to use the zip tie with the little adapter. Comes with the MGW kit. Sometimes if the leather is too thick it doesn't work quite right, but it works pretty good. And it gives it a nice finished look there. I think it looks good.